My name is Shefali and I am starting my video log today. And for the occasion, as you can see, I am dressed in saffron. Now you might ask me, why saffron? Well, in some liberal circles, I am apparently known as Sadhvi Shefali. So I thought, why not dress like a Sadhvi? So I am dressed in a saffron sari. But to balance the secular fabric of the nation, I have made sure that my sari has a green border, which is woven in the secular fabric. So now that I am dressed properly for a video log, let me talk about today's topic, which is what I call a troll city literature. Not atrocity, a troll city. Right now, there is this very strong and very consistent narrative that's being built in mainstream media about trolling and about how trolls are supporters of a particular party or a particular leader. A very mediocre journalist has written a very mediocre book about trolling, and that book has been promoted by other people from her fraternity. That book has been quoted even in the parliament, and efforts are on to prove that trolls, internet trolls, are actually the supporters of a political party, which is the BJP, and a political leader, who is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, who is a troll? Internet Dictionary defines troll as a person who consistently targets people with views that are different from his or hers and makes sure that that other person is either provoked into a response or that other person is being bullied into a silence. Trolls exist, yes, of course they exist, but they exist across all political parties, they exist across all ideological spectrums. But right now, efforts are being on to make it look like that trolls are only the supporters of the BJP and they are only supporters of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And there is a narrative that is being built consistently, which basically says that Narendra Modi is responsible for the social media activities of the millions of followers that he has. So if one of those followers abuses somebody, then it is the responsibility of Narendra Modi. Now, do trolls not target people on the other side? Of course they do. I have been targeted so many times I have lost count. The first time I encountered abuse on the internet was actually in 2013, before the general elections even happened, and I was debating with somebody over politics, and I was saying something in support of Narendra Modi. So this person, who was a 65-year-old man who ran a rag called Civil Society, actually came up to me with this response saying that, oh, if you like Narendra Modi so much, why don't you go sleep with Narendra Modi? I was completely taken aback. I mean, this man was old enough to be my father, and he was using language like this, which was absolutely crass and below the belt. But then I realized this is a very consistent way in which people deal with you, especially if you're a woman. So now I'm used to it. Now I have actually had threats against me, threats against my family. I've had to go to the cops twice. I have had parody pages made in my name. I have had sexual slurs made against me. A photograph of a handshake of me shaking hands with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is being passed around with sexual slurs and really bad poetry and all that. And this abuse is not just limited to me. There are lots of people who are supporting BJP and who are supporting Narendra Modi who are being targeted like that. There are women whose complexion has been ridiculed. There are women whose family has been ridiculed. There are women whose health has been ridiculed. There are women who have had to suspend their Twitter and Facebook account, and their only fault was that they chose to support the BJP or they chose to support Narendra Modi. But these are the cases that will never make it to that book. These are the cases that will be never talked about. Last time, NDTV tried to build up this whole narrative about how right-wing trolls target left-wing women. At that time, I had asked them, why are you not taking up cases like mine? So after I asked them and after a bunch of other people also asked them, they actually wrote an article, but so condescending were they that they did not even bother to get my name correct. Instead of Shefali Vaidya, they wrote Shefali Yadav. And when I called them out on this, their response was this completely arrogant, oh, but we were great enough to give you space, so what are you complaining about? This is the general attitude of the left liberal intellectuals. So when they don't like anything that you say, they just demonize you by calling you trolls. So for one or two abusive people, they call the whole side that supports a political party or a political leader as this abusive internet troll. I don't know if you've seen the movie Ishqiya, but there's a dialogue in that movie which says that Mamu, aapka love love or hamara love sex. It's kind of like that with the left-lib media. Unka trolling is dissent, but hamara dissent is trolling.